1580 103.3 WPKY. Good morning. It is 8:34. Right now it's about 39. We're joined this morning by Ogden United Methodist Church Pastor Shannon Blosser, here to talk to us today about a special service coming up next week.
Next week, yes.
Yes, I know. It's like less than crazy. It is less than a week away to Christmas.
I know.
So
get your shopping done. You know,
yeah,
it is.
I don't even have a tree up. I don't even have a tree up. I guess it's not going to happen this year.
It's all right. I was telling my wife the other day, there's a nice nativity set that I've got, and I looked at her. I was like, I forgot to take it to the office. So I've never decorated my office. So, you know, I can be the pastor that says, well, it's not Christmas yet until December 25th. And so then I can decorate.
Right. And all the saddest part about me not having my tree up, all I have is just a little peanuts tree. Like literally it's 3 feet tall.
No, you can just go outside and cut one. Then it is the peanut tree.
Yeah. It's crazy. So talk to me about this this special service coming up Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve at 3 o'clock. It's called Christmas at the Barn. What it is, we are going to take, for lack of a better phrase, we're going to take our Christmas Eve worship on the road. And so we are going to worship inside a barn. The location is 2250 Highway 1272, just outside of Princeton off Katie's Road. And so it's going to be the entire normal, traditional Christmas Eve worship. We're just going to take it inside a barn to give us that feel of what it might have been like for Mary and Joseph on the day in which they were giving birth to Jesus. Now, in Bethlehem, it would have been inside of a cave, but, you know, we're not going to go spelunking, so we're going to go inside of a barn and modernize the story a little bit, but it's going to be a great service. We're looking forward to it. I was just checking the weather. It's going to be perfect, 46 degrees, no snow, which makes me happy. I'm not a snow lover. And so I'm sorry for all of those who like Bing Crosby and White Christmas. That's not me. But it's going to be a beautiful service. Just come as you are, wear your jeans, wear your boots, wear whatever you want to wear. Just come and worship with us because it's just going to be fun and just a unique atmosphere.
It sounds amazing. Yeah. Jeans and sweaters and boots and coats and hats and gloves and mittens, and because 46 is still chilly for some of us.
Yeah, I'm wearing my robe.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to be in full robe and stole. And I've told people I want at least I want the pastor to look somewhat priestly, but no, it's to keep me warm.
And you're looking at the forecast, you know, it's still like almost a week away.
Yeah, but I know of a pastor that's praying for no snow.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
You know, I'm at least the one pastor in town praying for not a white Christmas.
Okay.
You know, when you plan an outdoor service, you are planning for no snow.
Yes, yes.
No snow, no rain. That's just 46 and, you know, sunny, just like today.
There you go. It was supposed to be cloudy today. The sun shocked me a minute ago.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so now what is a typical Christmas Eve service like?
For us in the United Methodist Church, what a traditional Christmas Eve service would be like, you're going to have candlelights, and so when we sing Silent Night, and so you know, this year is actually the 200th anniversary of Silent Night, a song that was written especially for Christmas Eve. And so when we light that, we're going to light the candles. Yes, it's going to be, we're aware it's in the barn. So we've got, instead the paper holders at the bottom, we're going to have cups so that the wax doesn't drip too far down. But we're going to celebrate communion. In the Methodist Church, we believe that communion is open to anybody. So you do not have to be a member of the United Methodist Church to celebrate communion. You don't even have to be a member of a church. We just want you to come and experience that means of grace of God's love through the bread and the juice. We're also going to take an offering. Now, the offering will not go to us. I know everyone gets skeptical and be like, oh, gosh, the church just wants our money. No, this year, what we do at Christmas is we give that money back. That is our gift back into the community. So there's two places that we will share that offering with, 50-50. One is to the backpack program here in Caldwell County through Hope and Cope and the Feeding America. That provides food to those who need assistance throughout the week. And the other is an organization called Water For, which is an international organization that seeks to provide clean water around the world. 2 billion people without water. But we'll sing some of the traditional carols. We'll sing Away in a Manger. We'll sing O Come, O Come, Emmanuel. It's going to be a great, just a holy service, a chance for us to celebrate the Christmas story, to hear about the shepherds, the angels. I'll probably share a few words about the scripture. So it's going to be just a wonderful time. The difference is you're going to have that atmospheric of imagining yourself there inside the cave. And I can tell you from personal experience, that cave is not big. It's that Jesus was born in. And not probably taller than what this desk is, so maybe 2 feet up from the ground. And so you go in and you're just kind of hunking down. But it's going to be a beautiful night. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I'm a little nervous about candles at a bar.
Yeah, we are too. Our worship team. So we're taking all precautions. So no kids will be allowed to touch the candles without parental supervision, and so they probably will tell me that too for me because they know I'm a klutz. But we're going to be all right.
You will be. You will be. Just it'll be fine.
It will be good.
But it really does sound exciting. I don't think that I would, if I were loaning the barn, I think I would have to say, let's do those little lighted candles. Ones that battery operated. That's what I'm after.
Yeah. Well,
I like my hay. I earned the money to pay for that hay, so I wanted to stay there.
Yeah, luckily the barn we're in is pretty ventilated, so we'll be good.
All right, it'll all be good. Yeah, that sounds really neat, and it's gonna be like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We wanted it to be, not late enough to where you get in a barn and it's really dark, but really enough time for folks to still have a little bit of daylight to get there, but also starting to get into that evening feel. So 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like I said, 2250 Highway 1272.
And do they have any animals in the barn?
They've got some cows. I've been up there. There's some cows around. I don't know if they'll have the cows out, but I do know that they've got some cows around. And we talked jokingly about we talked jokingly about wanting some donkeys, but I don't know if that's going to work out or not. So it's going to be fun.
You been around donkeys before?
Just seen them driving. They look at me and go the opposite direction.
They can be a little loud at times.
Yeah. But no, they just look at me and go, no, do not want that guy riding on me. So.
Yeah, donkeys are a little bit. I've not ridden a donkey. I've not ridden a mule either. But I'm more of a horse kind of person myself.
Yeah, even horses, I think, take another look at me and go the opposite direction.
No. So, Shannon, now we talked about that, but last week when you were here, there was a special service coming up. Mm-hmm. That was last night.
Yes.
So how did that go?
It was a really nice service. I was really pleased by the folks who were there. I had a couple conversations with folks that talked about, just how much the service meant to them. But it was a holy night.
And that service was, let's remind...
The service of hope. Sorry about that. The old journalist should be able to remember that. But no,
right.
The service of hope, it was, as we talked about last week, it's kind of a service for folks that need a little bit of extra hope. And so when I get back into the office, I'll do some praying over the cards that were left on the Christmas tree for folks that wrote down something. And so we'll spend some time in reflection. But no, it was a great night. And so
because this was specifically for those who haven't found their joy during this time of the year. Yeah, just haven't found their
joy. And, I was mentioning this to some folks, even pastors, we struggle with joy in the Christmas season. So it's been a rough season, I will admit, for me personally. And so last night was good for me. For regardless of anyone else, it was good for me. And so it was a good night.
And you offered the opportunity for them to write down their
Yeah, they had an opportunity to write down some cards, and so we collected them last night. Like I said, I'll pray over them tonight, or not tonight, this afternoon when I get into the office, and we'll, that's where folks get really a good chance to just let go, and sometimes that aspect of writing things down is always important. So it's been a busy season for us at Ogden, and but I always like to say the busy is the holy, and so this is pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited about that service at the barn. Yeah. I think that's going to be a really, really neat thing. And this is the first time you've ever tried something like this? First
time. I've always wanted to do it. There was I think I joked with you when we were off air last week that we stole this idea. And I will promise you, pastors get their best ideas from other pastors. And so there's a pastor in North Carolina, as the story goes. I actually know this pastor. I was part of their church when I was living in North Carolina. But they planted a new church, and they were only meeting in an elementary school. Well, when Christmas break comes, they didn't have access to the school. So how do you celebrate, Christmas Eve? And so they looked and they were like, well, why don't we go to this barn that's just down the road? And so they got access to it, and that was about 10 years ago. And they've been doing that ever since. And I keep watching it and go, wow, that's Raleigh, North Carolina, big capital city in North Carolina, and they're at a barn. I've been serving rural communities. We've got barns everywhere. This would be pretty cool. And so I've just had it on my back, and this year I was like, we're going to try it. And so we got some folks. I think it's going to be. I always like to say that people need to see the churches try something new. Mm-hmm. And I think this is something for the whole community, not just for us at Ogden, but for the whole community to come out and see what these funny Methodists are doing, and just experience a great and holy night.
Now, is your attendance
afternoon?
The afternoon, yes, it'll be an afternoon. Now, is your attendance for Christmas Eve service not on a Sunday? Usually pretty high?
It varies. I mean, it always varies year to year based on the weather. Last year was fun, but funny. With Christmas Eve being on a Sunday, I was going around. I will own this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some text messages laughing at me for this. But I went around last year going, our morning service is going to be so low, and our night service is going to be where people are our reverse.
Oh, okay.
Our morning service was packed and busting out the walls, and our evening service was good. Not going to lie, it was great. Good crowd, but the morning crowd was what I was expecting at the evening crowd, and so
sure.
Everyone was like, "We told you, we told you people would use Christmas Eve, morning," and I was like, "No, yes."
Yep.
But no excuse this year. No
That's
excuse.
Right.
It's a Monday. And
it's
so
a Monday. 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's right after lunch, right before dinner.
Mm-hmm.
You got plenty of time. Plenty of time to go to your family dinners and family gatherings. Come on and bring the family with you. I'm bringing my in-laws. So if I can bring my in-laws, you can bring your family. So it's going to be a great night. Afternoon.
Right. Afternoon. You keep saying night, but it's only going to be afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, Shannon, unfortunately, our time has come and gone as well, and we're going to have to wrap this one up. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Just remember, 3 o'clock, 2250 Highway 1272. If you need more information, give us a call, 270-365-3528.
Thank you so much for coming in today to talk about that.
Thank you.
Shannon Blosser and the Ogden Memorial United Methodist Church. I'm actually getting that out of my mouth
it's a tongue
smoothly now. And here to talk to us about Christmas Eve at the barn. So go see what that's all about. We've got guest Andrea Forrester coming up to talk to us about a kids basketball clinic coming up.
Patton with Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Our new Lyon County branch is now open. Come in and see us for the same friendly service and the names and faces you know and trust to provide you with all your banking needs. We're now ready to serve you at 28 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 4, Fridays 8:30 to 5, and 9 to 12:30 on Saturdays. Stop by today and experience banking at its best at Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz is the place to shop for delicious homemade goodness. Hancock's makes their own fresh chicken salad, pimento cheese, salads, and a variety of mouth-watering desserts, sure to please your entire family. While at Hancock's, be sure to visit their meat department for the best selection of USDA choice meats in the area. Hancock's Neighborhood Market in Cadiz, hometown homemade goodness, and the Hancock name you know and trust for quality for your family. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
1580 103.3 WPKY. Good morning. It's 8:54. 40 right now. We've finally made it up to 40. We're joined this morning by Andrea Forrester, and she's going to talk to us about a kids basketball clinic that's coming up December the 22nd.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Andrea. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So talk to me about this clinic.
We're going to have just a skills basketball clinic for grades 3rd through 6th on Saturday, December 22nd. The 3rd and 4th grade will be from 8:30 to 10:30. And then we'll have a little break for registration, and then we'll have 5th and 6th grade from 11 to 1 after that.
Okay, and that's this Saturday is the 22nd.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Man, it's just flying by. I cannot believe we're already like less than a week from Christmas. But so what kinds of things are you going to be teaching at this clinic?
We're going to work all on fundamental skills. We're going to work on ball handling fundamentals, shooting fundamentals, and correct form. We're going to work on defense fundamentals and the correct stance and proper way to play. We'll show them some movements and things that they can do on defense to help their team. We'll work on rebounding. Basically just focus on fundamentals. You know, that's very important at this age to learn the correct way to do things. So that way when they get older, then they know how and they don't have to be retaught.
And Andrea, how did you get involved in this clinic?
Well, I am currently the boys basketball coach at the middle school. You know, I coached at the high school, the girls there, for 7 years, from 98 to 2005. I've coached basketball on and off for about 14 years. So this year I took the boys program over at the middle school, and we're doing it for a fundraiser for the middle school boys and girls. Every dime goes to the boys and girls middle school program. So it's basically for that, and just, you know, I care about the community and the state of our basketball, and I care about, you know, developing programs, you know, throughout.
So I'm assuming that you've played basketball since what grade? When did you start?
Since the 6th grade. I played, obviously, middle school and high school at Graves County. And then I played, I got a scholarship to play basketball at Union University in Jackson, Tennessee, so I played there as well.
And how long did you play for them?
I played for 2 years. I had a 4-year scholarship, but Dave and I got married after my sophomore year, so then I started coaching. I've been coaching since then.
Wow.
I had a few years off in between, but...
Okay. And which do you prefer, coaching or playing?
I like both. I love coaching now because I like to teach, especially at the middle school level right now. These kids, they absorb pretty much everything that you say, so it's a good age. But also enjoyed the high school as well. I just like coaching in general. It's a good time. I like the competition. You know, I love the games, and I'm very, very competitive. I don't like to lose.
Well, I guess that's a good thing for a coach, right?
That is.
What got you started? I mean, I know 6th grade was probably a while back, but like, what got you interested in basketball? What made you think?
My brother, I played every sport. My brother's 6 years older, so I like to play. I was a tomboy growing up because of him, and I played pretty much everything they played. And so I was little, and you know, once again, they were 6 years older than me, but I played tackle football and basketball and baseball, and whatever they did, I wanted to do. So that kind of got me involved in sports, and I've been playing ever since.
Gotcha. You just kind of fell into it because that was what was around you, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The Barbie dolls didn't interest you. You wanted the basketball instead.
Yeah, I didn't do much with the dolls.
Did you ever take Barbie and make her go down the court and shoot a basketball?
I'm not sure I even had Barbies. I had maybe one doll, and I'm not sure. I was like, I don't even know. One of those little beanie dolls. This was years ago, so they probably don't even have those anymore. They don't exist.
Was not your thing.
It was not my thing, no.
And so you're coaching. You said you've done that since your sophomore year of college.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Since 93.
And how did you end up with your first coaching job?
My high school basketball coach, after I got married and moved back home, he offered me a middle school position in Graves County at Farmington, and so that's how I started. And so, as a matter of fact, I was pre-med for 2 years, and then to finish school, my first day of coaching, I knew that that's just what I was supposed to do. So I changed my major and pretty much started over, and decided to teach and of course to coach. So
I see. So your first one was in Farmington, and then what? How long did you teach there?
Well, I was still in school, so I just coached there for 3 years.
Oh, okay.
And then I finished my degree. And then I was assistant coach at Murray High with Rochelle Turner for 1 year. And then I got my head coaching job here at Caldwell in 98 and stayed there through 2005. And then 05 to 2011, 2009, I was assistant principal. So I took those 4 years off, and then we moved to Lexington. But then I was an assistant coach at Lexington Christian Academy for 2 years there. And then we came back and had a few more years off, but now I'm coaching the boys.
There you go. And who knows what's next, huh?
Who knows?
Whatever opportunity comes up. Now, the clinic, who organized the clinic? Was that your doing?
Myself and then Coach Wendy McKinney. She's the girls' coach at the middle school. Mm-hmm. We'll both be there instructing along with my husband and her assistants. And then we'll have some of the players there as well.
And how did that come about? Like, what made you think, okay, we need to see about teaching 3rd through 6th grade?
Well, we were trying to raise some money, and then I thought, it'd be awesome to have a clinic, because not only could we do a fundraiser for our kids, we're also going to be sharing our, knowledge, I guess, of basketball with the community. It's very important to me to start at a young age and build those fundamental skills. You see lots of kids, not necessarily here, but just everywhere, that, they don't have that basic fundamental skills. And so we thought, well, we could do a clinic and benefit our entire community, not just our program at the middle school.
So by the time they get to you, there's a lot less little stuff that you have to do.
Yes, ma'am.
If they
and also the coaches. I know a lot of these coaches know basketball, but some of them are parents, and maybe they haven't been around it as much. Maybe their child, this is their first year to play. And, so we encourage the Youth Incorporated coaches to bring their teams. We're also offering some discounts for if they bring 5 or more players from their team. But we're encouraging them to stay around and watch some of the things that we do. We can also hang out with them if they want after and give them some ideas for some drills and things that they can do in practice to build those skills, fundamental skills.
Well, Rhonda, our time is about up, but go ahead and tell us how we would go about registering, if there's a register requirement, the cost, where, who they can call. Give us all that information.
Okay, they can email me at andrea.forrester@caldwell.kyschools.us. But the easiest way is to just call or text me at 859-285-7448. The clinic will be at the middle school gym, and we'll let them in the side. They can pre-register, which we encourage. However, they can just come in and register on Saturday morning. We'll be there by 8 o'clock. And once again, the first session starts at 8:30. And then we have 30 minutes in between so that the second session can register if they haven't pre-registered. It's $15 a person. But if a coach wants to bring their team and they bring 5 or more, it'll be $10 for those. So we're offering some discounts for that. Also, if they have siblings, the first one's $15 and the rest in the family will be $10. So that way they get a little discount if they have more than one child participating as well. We're also giving away 2 Nike basketballs that are signed by Coach John Calipari. We've gotten those. My husband was able to get a hold of a couple of those for us. We'll give away 1 in each clinic, and then we'll give away some prizes and things. We'll have some just little small competitions, nothing major, probably some ball handling, maybe some shooting. And we'll give away some small prizes for that as well.
Okay, Rhonda, Andrea.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
I had Rhonda in earlier.
That's okay.
She's still on
That's
my
okay.
mind. And anything else you want to add before we?
I'm working on pretty famous person around here, a guest speaker in between. It's not worked out yet. She's out of town, but she'll be back, but she may have some things going on. So I'm working on a surprise there to come in and speak to the kids in between. So the morning session could stay and listen. And, of course, the afternoon, well, it's not really afternoon, it's still morning, I guess, into the afternoon. But the second session, and they'll be able to hear her as well.
Okay.
So that competition-wise, that they are age-appropriate and skill-appropriate as well.
Okay.
And then 5th and 6th grade will be from 11 to 1. So it's all mixed, but we'll make sure that, once again, that they get in the right groups.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Andrea, for joining us this morning. Again, that clinic is this Saturday, and your number is?
859-285-7448.
Okay. So if you need your kids to go join that clinic, then give Andrea a call. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Andrea.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY